Welcome back for those that are returning. For those of you who are new, I want to talk a little bit about what I've been doing. I finally, and it's official, I've got documented videos on my YouTube channel, Janaya Business. The new business is set up. I got the Relay Business Bank account. I got my first product because my partner, which is AI, told me to brand the new product. So I did that, which is the Family LLC Club. And in the Family LLC Club, I'm just going to be like sharing my journey, and hopefully we'll get members supporting and telling their stories in the future as well. But we're going to be going over, I want the people that are more advanced to not just think, oh, this is just starting point stuff, because it is going to get more advanced, because we have a full map. Because I'm using AI, it's giving me a whole future blueprint, and I'm literally following the blueprint. And the blueprint's going to include stuff like the Family Living Trust, a holding company, out-of-state holding company, so we'll have the anonymity and all that good stuff. And we're going to be talking about a C corporation, but how we're going to position it and set it up, it's going to be key to the future plan. And I'll give you a brief introduction of that plan. Basically, I built this AI marketing agency, Bland Drake. I've been basically promoting it for like 3 years before I even set up the entity, believe it or not. That's how far in advance my mind works. But officially, I launched it this year, that new LLC, and all the company has to do, basically I take the revenue that I'm already earning, put that into the company, and what that's going to do, that's going to give us the ability to go to revenue-based lending later, revenue-based lending. We're going to go after grants. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be going after credit lines, because I'm going to personally guarantee up to probably 150K, and then hopefully beyond that, the corporate credit will be enough that the company, just based on its tax ID number, will be good. In theory, worst case scenario, I'll go to 250K that I personally guarantee. The point is, I was working on my personal credit as part of this plan. So, and just to give you a little bit of my background, I did have a brick and mortar store way back in '98 in Stamford, Connecticut. It was a cell phone store. Believe it or not, we had those back then. I lasted about 3 years, '98, so about 2001. I didn't know about personal credit. I didn't know about business credit. I didn't really know about business, but I'm a go-getter. So that's the only thing I think makes me different from, I would say, other creatives. I'm not special, but I don't give up, because I failed over and over and over and over so many times in my life, and I still don't give up. That's one thing that makes me different. And I'm creative. I'm creative with names, ideas. So when you put that information in to AIs like ChatGPT and Gemini and Claude, you come up with a whole blueprint of your future. I have a whole mapped out blueprint. And if you want to follow along my journey and basically You could take the same tools, you could create a product just like this for your own company, and just follow the roadmap for less than a cup of coffee a day. And I'll give you my connections. I'll tell you what banks I'm working with. I'm going to have lenders. I'm going to have a list of lenders in the future. And all I'm probably going to get is a kickback on the end if you do business with them. So I am a affiliate marketing company as well as an AI marketing agency. And the beauty part about this whole plan, this the genius part. The marketing agency, all it has to do is market ourselves. The income, the credit lines are going to create something we can sell later, and it's going to pay for advertising. All we got to do is take the same revenue I'm already generating from Uber, Lyft, my side hustle, room rental hack, affiliate marketing products that I have. And affiliate marketing products are basically stuff that you're going to be using along the journey, like going to Busy, going to the place where I did my business email, business phone number. Those are going to be referral links that I got in the course that you could check out and use them if you want. No pressure, you know what I mean? But it is going to get more advanced as we grow. And for the people that were chiming in on my YouTube channel, oh, this is just theory. It's no longer theory. I have videos showing you my Relay bank account, my debit card for the bank account. I'm showing you I went to Busy, did my entity. I've shown you when I got the paperwork in. I'm showing you the binder I bought at Staples that you should put all your articles and all your corporate information in. So when you walk in the bank, you look like a professional. It's not time for games anymore. It's time for you to get serious about starting a business. But some of you need an extra push. Some of you gotta feel like you're part of a family before you get off your ass and move. Okay, join this one. And it's not just about me getting the $27 a month. Hopefully, it's about you contributing to the family and sharing your journey and what you're doing next. And it's something away from Facebook distractions. I never wanted a Facebook group because to me, they're too distracting. I don't know about you guys. They're way too distracting. I could do a Facebook group to be included with this, but then that takes people off the main platform and puts them on Facebook. We're trying to get people off the social media platforms, off Facebook, off YouTube, and go to a place that we control the environment. And then I could share the links I want to share. You know, I could keep you on the page where if you go to YouTube, it's always like you watch my video, it's going to obviously give you a video unrelated to somebody else's. By creating the Family LLC Club, I create my own environment to keep you guys focused. Not just on me, but some of the tools and information we're going to have. It's not just going to be video content. If you join right now, the Family LLC, there's probably like 7 or 8 videos, 7 or 8 pieces of content in there. Some videos, some downloads, PDFs that you could download that are very helpful and motivating you to go to that next level. But we're going to definitely be talking about trust, holding companies again. I don't consider starting your family LLC necessarily a holding company, but it can be. It can be. Think about it. This is your first LLC. You're just putting all your revenue in it at first, but later you could just turn this into your holding company and then start buying companies and position those companies underneath your family LLC. Now your family LLC doesn't need to do business with the general public anymore. So whatever you were doing to keep it afloat, let's say DoorDash and Uber and Lyft, and you're taking that money, putting it in your family LLC. You don't want to drive anymore because now you got revenue coming in under your operating companies that you just bought. So you could literally use this to raise credit to buy companies, real companies. There are websites you can go to. We're going to be talking about those. So literally, your family LLC can be a holding company. And we could talk about that. But the holding company we're going to be talking about mainly is the one where you could seal all your assets. It's probably going to be out of your state. It's not going to do business with anybody. It's just going to hold like digital assets and cash to protect it. That's all. And it might own, it will be owned by your trust, but the holding company could own some other companies that you may want to have, like a real estate property or a other corporation you want to own. The possibilities are endless. You might just want to start a barbershop, but you want to have it owned by a holding company. You don't even want to be the owner. You can make yourself on the documents a president, but when people come in, I'm the manager. It protects you legally. Technically, my room rental money, I just put into my company. It's cash. I receive the cash. I put it in my company. Don't really have a bank, so you got to put it in another bank and transfer it to Relay, but it still gets there. Relay is one of the best fintechs, in my opinion. I'm still thinking about doing a credit union for Blandrake. That may happen. I'm trying to work on a grant, bring in some grant money. Even if I just brought in, I was thinking it's big. I was thinking if I get a $10,000 grant, but even a $5,000 grant sounds really good right now. That could cover bills for the next month, and I could still keep money in the company and just transfer just enough for my pay to cover the bills. The room rental hack does cover my rent, I'll say, but Uber and Lyft basically covers the car note, maybe car taxes, and maybe utilities. So like I said, the income I'm bringing in is enough, but the family LLC club being successful would now position my company as official. Once you get a membership going, I think you're officially there, because now you're not focused on driving a sale every day, trying to sell somebody. At some point, we want our revenue to stabilize, even if it's just $2,000-3,000 a month. Now I don't even have to worry about putting any money in the business, because it's already generating its own revenue. We are going to do strategy sessions again. If you're interested, and you want to do a strategy session, go give me email me, and I'll send you an invoice. And if you pay the invoice, and send a real email. That's the problem with you people. You'll put an email in to a membership that's not even an email you go read the stuff at, like, and then use another email to respond to people. Like, use your real email if you're really interested in talking to me on the phone, doing a 1-hour strategy session. It is going to be a fee for it. I am going to charge you. Right now, I'm only going to charge $47. The cost is going to go up to $97. I would say after we get about 10 people. So right now, if you want to get me on the phone, email me at info, not the full word information, just info@blanddrake.com. I'll try to remember to leave that below this video for a strategy session. I'll send you an invoice. You pay it. I will email you back. You know, you need to respond to your emails. I know people hate email, but it is what it is. I'll email you back my phone number to call me at. Best time to call Eastern Standard Time for me. So you figure it out from where you are. Eastern Standard Time I'm going to give you. That's if you're interested. There's no pressure. Trust me. I'm only making it cheap because I know people want to vent. I know they do. Because I was one of them. So I know people just want to get on the phone. That's the reason why they harass Glenn Cameron to get him on the phone. But he charges a extremely high amount. But the reason why people want to get him on the phone, they just want to share their idea. They just want to share your plan. And I get it. And if you want to talk to me, and I'm not an expert, but I could give you my life experience. Some of you are younger than me, some of you are older, but not really been in real online space. Think about it. I do have real world knowledge. I had a cell phone store for 3 years, so I was in technology. I have failed over and over and over, but it gives me life experience to say, well, I tried that and that didn't work. I wish I had somebody like me back in '98. I wish there was even an online space that I could get for only $27, and for $47 actually get them on the phone, spend an hour with them, and get someone else's opinion whether or not they think I got a good idea. I can tell you now, when you get on the phone with people that are actually really out here in the real world doing it, like a lot of people just talk about really being out here doing something, but they're really not. You know, like, especially in I have to say, in the gig economy world, there's a lot of people that talk, but they don't even have an LLC. A lot of people in the gig economy space. I'm just telling my fellow Uber drivers, I'm just keeping it real. A lot of y'all will talk, and if you just literally set up a LLC for your gig money, you just created a family LLC. Congratulations. But some of you won't make even that step. Now you could, just on the revenue, you'll be able to get approved for funding. We're going to have revenue-based funding lenders in the family LLC club that I'll be able to refer you to. And a lot of times the credit score don't really matter. I think it has to be like minimum credit score like 500. You know, if you got below 500, use someone in your organization. Think. It don't have to be just you. You can have someone, you can have a LLC you set up as a partnership, bring in your mom, your brother, your cousin. But I'm going to warn you, I've been down that road. So you might need to get me on the phone and do a strategy session. Let's talk about it. Only $47, limited time. It is going to go back up. Like I said, I'll send you a direct invoice. If you pay it, I'll send you back my phone number to that same email. Don't be playing games with the email. That's why somebody got mad at me years ago when I used to do strategy sessions, because they paid with one email, and I think they emailed me back with another email, and I sent them an email back saying what phone number, because they never sent me a phone number. What phone number the best time to call you? But they were playing around with the email. One of them, the emails they didn't read. One email they paid through PayPal. So I was going by that email, and I don't think he read either email. So I'm like, so I kept the $47 because you're just stupid. I could have sent it back, but just use your real email. Email me, info@blanddrake.com. Like I said, I'll try to leave it below this video. Just use one email. When it comes to business stuff, just use one email. Granted, you could have other emails, but if you don't read them, you're defeating the point. Somebody tried to contact me on my website, and they put all this email gibberish just to avoid putting a real email in, just to test out the system, I guess. I don't understand the point of playing email games. I don't understand it. Please, somebody hit me in the comments and explain this. I don't understand. Why all the email games? I get it. I have an email that when I'm checking out memberships that I might want to really do, or they're free or whatever, I have an email for that, separate from my main email. But I read them both. I open them up. Some of you just study gibberish emails, just make them up, and then you're not going to get any emails from us. How are you going to find out if the stuff is good if you're blocking stuff and you're trying to be all secretive about your email? Just use your extra email, but read it. I don't get it. I'm sorry for the rant, but I don't get it. But back to the Family LLC. We're here for you if you want to join. I'm not going to pretend like I have all the answers, but like I said, life experience, sometimes it's good to hear another ear. The strategy sessions have helped. I've helped people get access to funding that they didn't know about. Give my insight into business they didn't know about. So sometimes it's good to vent. Sometimes you just need to vent about your idea, even if it sucks. Let's keep it real. Even if it sucks, some people want to just tell their idea. $47. Email me if you're interested. If you're ready to join the Family LLC Club, you can go to williamblandon.com. That'll take you there. There will be a link below. If you go to my website, blanddrake.com, and you click on the membership link now on my website, it'll take you over to the Family LLC Club. So I have my real website linking you over to the Family LLC Club. This is what you got to do to optimize your exposure. So now you can literally Google me, William Blanding. William, my last name is Blanding. You literally Google me, you see all the exposure I have on Google. If you need proof that I'm not out here doing it, I'm out here doing it for like 8 years. Online grinding. And there's been ups, downs with affiliate marketing. You know, YouTube never really paid me. Uh, but I like YouTube as the top of the funnel. Damn AdSense money. I'm not even looking for it. Damn AdSense money. YouTube is a great tool to funnel you into whatever you're promoting or your real business. If you have a brick and mortar store, which part of my plan, as part of the plan for the C Corp, is to have literally a YouTube channel just for that company. It's part of the plan. But I'm all over the place. There's going to be tons of content in the Family LLC Club for you to consume. Some downloads in there. And like I said, if the members start contributing their stories and their journeys, it's only going to make it better. If somebody gets crazy, it is going to get deleted. But for the most part, we'll be in a safe space off of distractions of Facebook. I've never been really a fan of Patreon, you know. I guess it works. PayHip is more affordable. That's one of the things. You could use PayHip for your own memberships later. You know? That's what we're going to be talking about. But I just wanted the people that are more advanced to not feel left out, because if we get to the first 500, they're going to be invited. That's another thing about being a founding member. The first 500, we're going to invite you to invest in the C Corp first. You know, maybe not all 500 don't. Let's just say only 100 out of that first 500 invest in this business. They'll have a jump start to something much bigger that we're going to do. And we're going to do it all legal. It ain't going to be real lawyers involved. Nothing shady. You know, it's not going to be network marketing. It's going to be a real investment in a brick and mortar company. We're going to find a real location for this. So it's not going to be, you know, some virtual address. Even though I'm using that now, the C Corp's going to be much bigger. Because we want to go after, part of the plan is to go after the big banks. We want to open an account in Chase. I already have a relationship with Chase now, but I can go back to Wells Fargo, build a relationship with them, Bank of America. The key is to amount or build massive amount of credit through LLCs owned by the C Corp. We can invest in at least one complex, just one, and then promote a online product, which is basically everybody that invests in the company is going to invest in the platform, is the idea. If we get just everybody in the company to invest in a membership for the company, including myself, we all have to be members. That's going to help support the company. The real estate will help support the company. So people will just keep putting in money and investing as it grows. And the idea is we can sell it, or at some point we take it public. That's the main plan. And with that company now, we hopefully should be able to raise enough for retirement, get me a personal IRA, you know. We can do 401ks, we can bring on employees. I want to at least hire 2 employees at some point in this journey. I don't want to rely on just AI, because I want to step out of operations at some point. I'll still be marketing, because I'll still be probably functioning as the operating arm of Blandrake, but, you know, as a marketing agency. But that's easy. I can do that from home, and I want this C Corp to be so massive that I can't even run it on my own. I want to have officers in place and then hand that torch off to, well, at least where my daughter owns a piece of that company. You know, even if we sell it or take it public, she could take my shares after I'm gone. You know, that's the end of the plan. You know, our living trust will be in there. We will probably at that point be talking about insurance, the benefit of having a whole life, infinite banking. So I'm never going to run out of stuff to talk about in the Family LLC Club. And then that C Corp, I might make that the media, maybe a media company and have a media platform. Literally, I could just take all my videos I've ever done and put them there. Now they have a place to live that's off YouTube. So it's real intellectual property at that point. I own it. It's an investment. That's probably what I might do. And then hopefully the videos will get more interesting for not only the channel, but the Family LLC Club, because I'll be traveling. And guess what? It's a tax write-off if you're traveling for business. Check with your tax professionals. I'm just saying. Get in the Family LLC Club. Stop playing. Even if you're just getting in to support me, get in. Let's feel it out. I do have a referral now too. If you refer the Family LLC Club, now I offer a referral. You become affiliate now, and you can help me refer it and make some money. I'm in it to win it. I hope you are too. I'll see you in the next one.